Greetings, greetings, and welcome to the Purple Portal. This is your host, the somewhat reluctant mystic, Elaine Bartlett, and I must confess I'm becoming less and less reluctant as I get more and more comfortable with joining you every week and hearing your thoughts and expressing my thoughts. So I am a reluctant wanderer and wonderer. Actually, that's not true. I'm simply a wanderer and wonderer. I've been wondering all my life. Always questions, who the heck am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? I would expect a lot of you have some of those questions too. And today, I'm going to explore some of that thinking. And I want to bring you into it, but there's a little glitch today, which will be part of the show. The show, I've told my wonderful Jeff, is going to be called A Cosmic Approach. It's time you take a cosmic approach to your life, and I believe you'll see how I took a cosmic approach to some things in my life, which circle back to today's show. I'm actually broadcasting this show remotely today. I love going to the studio. I love sound studios. However, the sound studio today is my lovely apartment because I've been remote for several days, having taken a great big belly flop so that there's lots of bulges and bumps where there once were none. So I thought that would not be a pretty picture to expose to my Jeff or anyone else that I might have the misfortune of seeing on the way up to the studio. But I'm going to be talking about all of that. First so what that means is you actually cannot call in today, just when we were getting into the swing of things to have you call in. But what you can do is you can reach me via email, purpleportal777@gmail.com. So it's the color purple, which indeed my eyes have been. So it's PURPLEPORTAL 777@gmail.com. So ordinarily I'd be giving you the numbers to reach me at the studio, but that's not going to be happening today. I also, though, do invite you to check out my own website at www.higherconsciousness, and that higher is spelt like the archangels, HIER, consciousness, CONSCIOUSNESS. Don't you wish I had picked one that didn't have all of these challenging S's and stuff to pronounce? But we'll get through it. higherconsciousness.com. You know, as I've been thinking about our program, because it is our program, this isn't about me. This is about thee and me. It's about us touching hearts and minds and all those beautiful places within for expansion and for a shift in perspectives. So it's really time for you to start thinking in terms of, and it's thee and me, it's us's. And next week, you'll have to make your voice heard, because that's how we can exchange ideas a little bit better, as this is your show too. So let me give you a little bit of update on the cosmic forecast here. We are still under the sign of Scorpio, which is still causing some friction for lots of people, with people being extraordinarily righteous, stiff-necked, boisterous, riotous, and pretty much ill-behaved. And that's the Scorpio energy at its downside. That's the very worst of it. Where the upside, of course, is go down into the ashes and rise above it all, be the transforming agent for creating a new reality. So there's still a week left. Next Monday, we do go into the sign of Sagittarius. So let's have this sign go out on a very high and holy, and I don't mean H-O-L-Y, I mean W-H-O-L, whole. Let's get ourselves whole together again. So we've got that thing cooking. We also, just a little heads up for tomorrow, the energy is very peculiar, both tomorrow and Saturday. So, mind your P's and Q's. Keep your opinions to yourself. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm rather done with everyone's opinions and their righteousness. I mean, stop already. Stop. Opinions are written on the wind. It's nothing. What I care about is you finding the essence of you again and honoring that. So we've got, in addition to that, yesterday there was a very, very full moon. It was the largest and brightest full moon we've seen in the last 64 years, and we won't see another one like it again until the year 2034. So it was pretty extraordinary. And what it was supposed to do was bring in plenty of important messages to keep in mind between the window of, actually a few days prior to this, 11/11. For some of you who are very astute with numerology, you would be aware that 11/11 is always a very large significator as far as energy goes. So we've got this cycle that actually clicked in on 11/11, became exacerbated with the full moon last evening, and it's moving us toward the end of a current 9-year cycle, which will be complete December 31st. So we're kind of on the downswing here of a very important time. And it's a passionate time. You know, Scorpio is not only passionate, it's emotional. So the 11/11 energy is certainly adding fuel to the fire. So it's drumming up a lot of drama, a lot of instability, tremendous intensity, and I'm sure you're feeling it. I kind of tend to kind of squirrel myself away so that I'm not exposed to it full on. I'm simply too sensitive. I don't want to absorb all this stuff. Who would want to be it's like junk food to me. I don't want to be feeding my face with junk food. All right, every now and then I'll have a bag of some little thing. That's the end of it. Be careful how much junk food you're all ingesting energetically. So the power of this supermoon, and it was a supermoon in Taurus, very interestingly, it would cause you to take a look at some spiritual blocks you may have around your self-worth. First, your self-worth, then any blocks you have about abundance and financial matters. It's very interesting. I've been working for the last 6 months on a book called Prosperity Portal. And in these past few days, the entire book came together, which I thought, isn't that astounding? A book on prosperity would kind of bring itself up for completion at exactly the time when there is this kind of energy on the planet. So I like to think I'm moving through whatever temporary blocks we each hold about our self-worth, our image, our abundance, whether it be physical abundance or mental abundance or spiritual abundance. We've all got a lot of negative tapes in there. So if these things have come up in your life, don't hide from it, don't run from it, and for heaven's sake, don't let it stress you out, because this is a time to close things out. It's a time for you to release toxic patterns and release negative energies that are holding you back. It's interesting, since I am operating remotely today from home, about an hour ago, the garbage trucks pulled up. Now, they pull up right underneath my window, a couple of stories down. And I've seen them week in and week out, probably a couple of times a week. And I can't really say I jump up and down when the garbage truck comes. But today, because I'm now even more attuned to signs, I looked at the truck. And I've looked at this truck countless times throughout my entire life. We all see garbage trucks. And I've seen the sign on the side of the truck, waste management. And then it dawned on me, oh my golly, we all need waste management. We need to throw our stuff out, pretty much all of it. And we've all got it. And we all need to manage this waste, and I don't care if you have to segregate it into different bundles. This is plastic, this is not. Get rid of it. Dump it. Under the sign of Scorpio, I always think, sorry to say this word, but kind of like regurgitate it. Throw it up and out of you. And boy, if that energy field between the 11th and last night didn't help trigger that, and my rendezvous with the waste management garbage truck, then you need a gentle flick on the forehead, and I'm giving you that too, because change is in the air. This particular supermoon was actually ruled by Venus, which is the planet of not only abundance, of love. And maybe some of you have to take a better look at those you love, those that you should be doing a better job of loving. My little event that took me out of the picture for a few days actually happened on Thursday. By last evening, I was pretty down in the cups, as they say. It's a very archaic expression. But I was feeling sad and lonely for myself, sad for myself and lonely. And all of a sudden at 6:30 the doorbell rang, and it was my most magical person in my life, my son, who came in with bags of groceries and bouquets and just said, "Mom, I love you. How are you doing? You okay?" And everything fell away. So look to giving love and getting love. And I have to marvel at the timing, because it was right almost smack on time with that moon being the full supermoon. So call upon all of the good qualities of that supermoon. Pull up your abundance, every single abundance you've got. Pull up your determination in a good way. Don't be pig-headed. Don't be obstinate. That's the downside of the Taurian energy. Determination and follow through and proper persistence, that's the upside. And loving patience. And you need this patience and this gentleness. That's the Venus side. You know, people have gotten so coarse that they now look upon gentleness as some sort of flaw. What is that about? When did gentleness become a flaw? Gentleness is a God quality. Would you get your God on again, for God's sake? So you're going to need patience and gentleness and proper determination to release your doubts, your fears, and your anxieties. And a lot of you have fears and anxieties about tomorrow. I got news for you.